Hi everyone, this video is to share how to configure the port security feature on Maps devices. In the testing demo, there are tunings between the laptop and the testing device. The first one is the console cable used for doing the configuration. The second one is the Ethernet cable used for IP traffic transmission. And the IP of the laptop is 1.1.1 and the IP of the testing device is 1.1.2. Later on, I will enable the port security on port A of the testing device. For the following content, I will do the configuration based on three typic rules. The first one is the port security MAC IP rule. The second one is the port security MAX rule. The last one is the port security state rule. Okay, I will start to do the config. Firstly, we need to use the connection tool like PuTTY or CKCRT to create a new serial connection. The port is COM4 and the baud rate is 9600, and then we can see we have log into the testing device. Then enter now is the private mode. Input the config terminal to get into the global configuration mode. And here I want to change the PBID of the port A from VLAN 1 to VLAN 3. So here I need to create a new VLAN and get into the port A. Use the command switch access VLAN 3. Then we use the command show VLAN to show the result. We can see it works. VLAN 3. Okay, now we need to configure the interface VLAN if interface VLAN 3 IP address 1.1.1.2. The let mask is 24. And now use the command show IP interface graph to show the IP info of every layer 3 interface. Here we can see the IP is 1.1.2. Now we use the CMD of the laptop to do the pin test. IP config to get the IP of the laptop is 1.1.1 and pin 1.1.1.2. You can see it works. Okay, now I will do the first port security MAC and IP rule. So here, let's get into the port A. Port. Firstly, enable the port security. Enable. And here we can configure the permit rule or delay rule, and the elements include MAC address, IP address, IPv6 address, and this element can be used together. Here I will create MAC address and IP address. The MAC address is 54.0.db73.f2ee. IP address 1.1.1.1. Then we can use the command to port security active address to show the database of the port security. We can see there is only one entry. It includes the interface info, MAC address info, VLAN ID info, IP address info, and the derivation is MAC and IP. Okay. Now we use the laptop to do the pin test. Once more, pin 1.1.1.2. We can see it works. Now we change the IP of the laptop. We change it as 1.1.1.3. Okay. Then we use the SMD ipconfig. The IP is 1.1.3 and the pin 1.1.1.2. We can see the result is the request timeouts, and the console also prints the port security violation login info. Okay, this is the first rule. Before I start to configure the second one, I need to clear the previous configuration. Okay. Interface. Sure, interface. Okay, now I start to configure the second rule, port security enable, and the port security maximum. Here I config 5. Okay, and we use the command to choose the configuration of the port A. Port security enable and the port security maximum 5. And then we need to use packet sender tool to send the ARP packet to the port A. Okay. Now we can see it works, and the console also prints the login info, port security validation occur. Okay, and now we should use the MAC address info to MAC address interface. We can see this port has NERD 5 MAC address totally, right? And then use the show port security active address. Okay, we can see there are 5 entries in this table, and every entry includes the interface info, MAC address info, VLAN ID, and here we need to pay attention that for the max rule, the IP is blank, and the derivation is free. Okay. Now I need to clear the MAC address. That's all. Okay. Now, now I s- now I start to configure the last one, sticky rule, and I just let me interface here, get into the port, get into the port A, and add the command for security permit MAC address sticky, and then we will check the configuration of the port A, right? And port security max num 5 and port security permit max MAC address sticky. Okay, now we need to use packet send tool to send the ARP packet once more. And here we can see the console also print the port security violation login info, and now we choose the MAC address info. We can see this port has learned five MAC address totally, and then we choose the database of the port security. Port security active address, and here we can see there are 5 entries in the database, and every entry includes the interface info, MAC address info, with the ID and the IP address info. And here we need to pay attention that the derivation is sticky, right? And here is another one thing we need to know. When the port security violation occurs, there are 3 actions we can choose. They are protect, restrict, and shut down. Of course, and the default action is protect. Of course, the default action can be changed, and the command is as below. Okay, interface. First, let me get into the port A and port security. Here, use the command violation. Right here, we can choose protect, restrict, and shut down, and the default action is protect. Okay. That's all for this video. If you have any question, just leave the comment here. Thanks for your watching.